Hi guys, it's Liam Hignett here. I'm an ATP sponsored player and today we're looking at the new Yonex VCORE 98. So I wanted to try this new VCORE out, the 98, just to compare with my previous one, the 95, and the new 95 as well, just to see if there was any difference. I play a lot of doubles as well, so I was just thinking perhaps with a bigger head size and a bit more sort of on the power front in terms of volleying and that on net, I just wanted to see if the 98 would sort of shine through on that factor. At the back of the court, the main difference between the new 95 and 98 was definitely the power. I felt the 98, you'd be able to tell if you looked at the thickness of the beam, it's a bit more chunky, so you get a bit more power from the back, whereas the 95 was a little bit more controlled and felt a little bit stiffer, but both of them also keep the spin element of the racket really well, which is what Yonex are trying to do here. The comparison between the previous one and this one, the 98 that is, I would say this one is a little bit more powerful. So you might find if you pick it up for the first time, your shots might feel a little bit loose and wild, but it's still very, very easy to use, and they've pretty much mastered the spin, control and power elements of this racket. And it's pretty easy to use from the back, you don't have to generate much yourself. Moving into the net, compared to my 95, I found this maybe slightly easier to volley with, just because of the bigger head size and a bit more of the power as well. I didn't really feel like I had to force the volleys too much. It was just sort of put your racket there and it would go where I wanted. Really easy and smashing as well. Again, with the added power, it was so easy, just trying to smash it all the way. I would say on serve it felt very similar, maybe a little bit more with this again, just as I say, because of the thicker beam and the added power from the previous models. I would say very, very similar. I didn't notice too much. In terms of stability with this racket, there's probably the only downside with the new 98 compared to the 95. I feel like I'd probably have to let it up a little bit more just to get the same stability as the 95, but still felt really nice with the ground. Didn't really overhead it too much. Compared with the 95 and 98 with stringing, I would probably string the 98 here a little bit tighter than the 95 just because of that looseness again, so I'd probably go up a couple of pounds. And then also with that, the 98 had a bit of a higher launch angle as well, so that's pretty much the reason I would string a bit higher, just to control that higher angle. In terms of this racket, I think the Hyper G really suits this racket well. It just adds to the spin element of the frame, and I think it's a really good one to go for. Personally, I like the tension I have at 54. Just keeps it tight and just ensures that you're not going to be too loose on the ball, especially from the back. To do with the touch and feel element, again, really easy with this. Again, the spin element helping with that a lot. Really enjoyed slicing from the back with this, and then taking the ball away at the net. Those little drop volleys, touch volleys, very easy. Sometimes a bit at the back from the slice, just had to be careful because of that launch angle again. I wasn't sort of opening my racket too much, and just had to make sure I was staying down on the ball and just really cutting it. Thanks for watching to the end of the video. I really enjoyed playing with this new VCORE 98, and it's really added a spanner in the works as to which racket I'm going to choose for the next year.